Doesn't it feel great to be alive? Hey, Chicago Cub YouTube baseball fans. Hope all you guys are having a great Tuesday and Hope Day Eve and Wednesday Eve as well, guys. But before we get into tonight's episode, I only have one question for all of you Chicago Cub baseball fans. And that one question is, doesn't it feel great to be alive on a Wednesday Eve or Hump Day Eve or Tuesday evening on YouTube as a diehard, passionate Chicago Cubs baseball fan, or what? Hey, Chicago Cub baseball fans. So, yes, as you guys know, this past Saturday night, when the Chicago Bears were taking on the Green Bay Packers in Chicago, Illinois at Soldier Stadium, a few hours after that game began, at least one of the hottest free agents in MLB was signed to a 5-year, $175 million contract with the Cubbies, and that is none other than Alex Bergman. I did say 2 days ago, right here on the channel, that I was wrong, because earlier, before 2 nights ago, I predicted and I said right here on the channel that I did not see the Cubbies going out to get Alex Bergman. So I'll admit, again, I was wrong on that. Without a doubt, the amount of talent Alex Bergman has as a baseball player, third baseman, and hitter, I didn't see the Cubbies going for. I didn't even think the Chicago Cubs could even pursue or even get Alex Bergman, and bippity boppity boo, they ended up doing it. Well, guys, Alex Bergman will make his contract official with the Chicago Cubbies tomorrow in Chicago. He will have a press conference in 2 days on Thursday from Wrigley Field, guys. So we are literally only 2 days away from the official press conference with the Cubbies' new third baseman Alex Bergman. Now, obviously, guys, when the other day on the channel, we took a little preview look at the everyday Chicago Cubs starting lineup, guys. And I talked about Matt Shaw. You know, Matt Shaw had his first MLB season last year with the Chicago Cubbies. Started the year very, very rough, got sent down to AAA. Next thing you know, he was back in Chicago, guys, and he actually improved tremendously, played really well, was a phenomenal third baseman. He could have been a finalist for a Gold Glove, but that did not happen, unfortunately, guys. And I also said that now with Alex Bergman, the newest addition to the Cubs, you know, and having to be a third baseman as well, kind of said that Matt Shaw, you know, went from everyday third baseman for the Cubbies to now not going to be the everyday third baseman for the Cubbies. Now, the good news is for Matt Shaw, this is not good news for Alex Bergman, but it is good news for Matt Shaw. Matt Shaw has the opportunity to outperform Alex Bergman in spring training and possibly make Chicago Cub manager Craig Counsell reconsider on putting Matt Shaw as the everyday third baseman for the Cubs instead of Alex Bergman. I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, guys, Alex Bergman has won 2 World Series rings with the cheating Astros. He's won multiple Gold Gloves, multiple Silver Slugger awards. The guy, in my opinion, is just under the talent level of Shohei Ohtani. That's literally how good Bergman is, guys. So, it is possible for Matt Shaw that he could still outperform Alex Bergman and get the opening start at third base on opening day. But I also see that very, very unlikely because, number one, guys, Alex Bergman. Okay, Alex Bergman was with the Boston Red Sox last year, and he, in some people's minds, he didn't have the expected year that Boston Red Sox fans expected, but he still outperformed. He still did well. He still played just like he was in Houston with the cheating Astros. And to be very honest with you guys, when I found I didn't even know that Alex Bergman signed. I knew, but I forgot that Alex Bergman signed a 1-year deal with the Boston Red Sox last year. And we have family that live in Lunenburg, Massachusetts. They're huge Red Sox fans. And I remember having a conversation with them, and they just said that, if the Boston Red Sox do not re-sign Alex Bergman, it would be the dumbest decision the Boston Red Sox would make. And bippity-boppity-boo, that didn't just happen, but now Alex Bergman will come to the Chicago Cubs in 2026, and he's on a 5-year deal where he cannot opt out or be traded in those 5 years. But I also said, knowing the beautiful game of baseball, I could see Alex Bergman getting injured. I mean, let me ask you this. So far, when Shohei Ohtani has been with the LA Dodgers, how many times has Shohei Ohtani not been 100% in his time with the LA Dodgers? And then how many times has Shohei Ohtani been injured at the MLB level when he was with the Los Angeles Angels? How many times has Shohei Ohtani had surgery? Remember, guys, Shohei Ohtani did not start pitching in MLB this past season until nearly the All-Star break. Okay, and so, despite him winning back-to-back World Series with the LA Dodgers. So, my whole point is, guys, it goes back to Alex Bergman, okay? If I could predict Alex Bergman's first season with the Cubbies here in 2026, guys, I would predict he will probably finish the season with a .274 batting average. I can't predict what his on-base percentage will be, or his slug will be, or home runs, RBI, stolen bases. Possibly by the end of 2026, he could be in the nominees for a Gold Glove, guys. But at the same time, the good news for Matt Shaw, even though it's a little bit of good news, is he could still prove to Craig Counsell and the Chicago Cub coaching staff that he can be the opening day third baseman. But the chances of him actually having that are under 3%. Okay, when look at everything Alex Bergman has done, not just in big leagues, but when he played in the College World Series at LSU, in the minor leagues, on the All-Star team. I mean, the guy's not just one of the best third basemen in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. So, but you know what, guys? Tomorrow, his contract with the Cubs will be official, and then on Thursday, which is 2 nights from tonight, it will be his press conference at Wrigley Field. So, I know Cub Nation is really excited about that. I can't wait as well, guys. A lot of people are already saying that the Chicago Cubs are a favorite to be in this year's MLB World Series. I'm not going to call my shot on that. Okay? I'm just not. 2025, the Chicago Cubs go to the wild card. They win the wild card, and they didn't get the job done in the NLDS, and they lost to the Milwaukee Brewers. So after seeing what the Cubs kind of did in last year's postseason, I can't call my shot for the Cubs to be in this year's World Series. even though we are in 2026 and we are at the 10-year anniversary of the Chicago Cubs winning the World Series. But again, everybody that's on the Chicago Cubs right now as a player actually were not on the team 10 years ago when they won the World Series. Okay, there were still players from the 2016 Chicago Cubs World Series team that are playing in the big leagues. I mean, you got Wilson Contreras, you got El Mago, Javier Baez, you got, well, I almost say Kyle Hendricks, but he retired. You got Cody, no, Bellinger was not on the team. You got, no, Hap wasn't on the team. He was, but, I mean, look at El Mago, Javi Baez, and Wilson Contreras. And I know there's very few. Well, I could say Chris Bryant, but I don't count Chris Bryant for one reason, guys. Here's the reason I don't count for Chris Bryant, okay? The past 3 years he's been with the Colorado Rockies. He's had under 700 regular season at-bats with the Rockies, which means 95% of his time with the Rockies, he's been on the IL or playing rehab games in the minor leagues. So I can't.
He was there.
My mom is accounting for Bryant. I can't account for Chris Bryant because of the amount. Guys, again, past 3 years with the Colorado Rockies, he doesn't even have 700 career at-bats. And that's like 98% of his time on the IL or playing minor league rehab games.
He was at the World Series.
I know. But if you want to know why I count Javi Baez and Wilson Contreras, it's because in the past 5 seasons, they've played how many times at the big league level? At least 98% of the time. So, I'm not saying that Chris Bryant was not on that 2016 team. He was, and he contributed in a beyond bigger way, guys. But it goes to the past 3 years at the big league level, and I'm not counting spring training games, okay? I wish I could, but spring training games do not count, unfortunately. Here's the thing, guys. It amazes me, okay? This is what amazes me. Ian Happ made his MLB debut in 2017, the very year after the Cubs went to the World Series and won the World Series. Okay. Oh, and Kyle Schwarber, he's another one. But guys, Kyle Schwarber, guys, between you and I, he was a free agent. All right, and the Phillies re-signed him. I know a lot of Cub fans wanted Schwarber back with the Cubs. Don't blame you guys. All right, Chicago Cub baseball YouTube fans, before I end this episode, I just wanted to give you guys a little heads up that tomorrow we could talk, since tomorrow is the official signing of Cubs third baseman Alex Bergman. We could talk more about that tomorrow, guys. But I kind of want to end this episode with a question for you guys. And that is, if you guys could predict how many games the Chicago Cubs will win in 2026, not spring training, the regular season, and it has to be with Alex Bregman in the lineup, how many games do you think the Cubs will win? So I'm going to leave you guys with that question in this episode, guys. But as always, you all know what to do. Make sure you drop a like down below if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, guys. And I cannot believe, guys, that we are getting every day closer to the 2026 spring training home opener, when it will be the battle of Chicago White Sox Cubs to have the 2026 Chicago Cubs spring training home opener. That again is going to be on Friday, February 20th, 2026. The battle of Chicago to kick off spring training, guys. And you know what? We're in January, and January is the last month with no baseball, guys. So, in 2026 CubsCon, the 10-year anniversary of the Chicago Cubs winning the World Series, guys, there is a lot to look forward to with the Cubs in 2026. And, yeah, no, but hopefully, even though it's 10 years since the Chicago Cubs have been in the World Series, I hope that by the end of this year, we could say that the Chicago Cubs are your 2026 MLB World Series champions. But I'm going to end it right there, guys. So have a great rest of your night. Mwah. Love you guys. I will see you all in the next episode. And as always, go Cubs go.